Avast ye, me hardies, and welcome back for me first boat video on the channel. At least from War Thunder. So, yeah, I haven't quite got everything down yet, but decided to take a little break from tanks for a little bit. Maybe play tanks a lot more sparingly. Still play them a little bit, but give naval battles a try because they're new and different, and people haven't developed all the bad habits that people have developed in tank battles yet, I hope. So, anyway, driving my Higgins PT boat here. I think it's the PT-71, I'm pretty sure. And this was the first battle where I had like some really fast and multiple successes quickly here, so as you'll see. I like the basic reserve boats, are pretty fun. I did fire off a torpedo here to preemptively go for where all the tracers were coming from to try and catch somebody by surprise coming out of the mouth of that little bay there. And 20mm McGee here on the aft quarter of the ship was he was raring to get into action. This boy shot at everything, including this island right here. I don't know what that rocky outcropping ever did to him, but boy, he was not happy with it. So I figured I had a relatively uncontested shot at the A-cap here, so I fired off torpedoes ahead of them to then move in and capture the point, and then I'd be able to reload my torpedoes on the point here. So I like to keep 1 or 2 torpedoes in the bay, in the tubes, just in case of an unexpected encounter with someone. And my 20mm gunner, boy, he was just itching to kill something. He was all over it today. It was awesome. So finished up the cap on A, and I come around the corner, and oh my god, I figure I'm dead as heck here, but 4 enemy ships, 3 enemy ships, however many there were. Punched off my torpedoes and went to town with the guns, and it worked out really well for me, actually. 1 down. And a 2nd down. Now, I know I'm running up onto the rocks here, and I'm stuck. I'm trying to reverse the ship, and it can't get off the pilot house is damaged, as you can see. So I can't actually steer the ship back off the rocks here. Put a whole bunch of hits into this guy, and right as he's about to get behind the rocks, I managed to kill him, too, for my 3rd kill. Now, the funny thing here is I've just got torpedoes off. All the torpedoes that I'd fired before are still traveling in the water. And there's an assist for my Higgins PT boat. And then, wait for it. Wait for it. Keep waiting for it, apparently. I guess I misjudged when this happens. Hang on. Any second now. There we go. Got one with a torpedo hit. Probably a bit of an overkill, but hey, why not? So my torpedoes are reloaded. Most of my ship is relatively repaired. I apparently could fix a little bit of flooding here, but whatever. I didn't actually notice that when I charged forward to go back after these guys. So I'm focused in on this guy right here behind this rock. And I got set on fire, and I'm trying to just get some shots into this guy. They're all shooting a little bit ahead of him. I wasn't quite leading him right. There we go. There's another assist. Get a bunch more hits into this guy as I'm pulling forward, trying to rake his hull here and not damage some of his compartments. I've taken so much damage here, I'm trying to roll around and get my torpedoes off one last time at their likely exits out of their spawn, and yeah, got destroyed. Oh well. Came back in the 80-foot nasty boat, and I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring this boat out still a little. I like the torpedo boats a bit. I'm getting used to this one. It's all gun-oriented. It's a complete gun boat without any torpedo launchers on it, which is totally fine. It just takes a little bit of different thinking for me. So, 4 kills and 2 assists with my Higgins 78-foot boat, I think it is, was the first one. Not too bad of a start. 4 quick kills, 3 with guns, and 1 with a torpedo that I just thought was hilarious. Friendly airplane going overhead, but I couldn't tell at first. So you can see the enemy team has taken the B point. We've got a lot of enemy contact coming in towards C. And at the moment we're holding A, but I don't know how long that's going to last. There we go. They're taking the A point. So I'm doing everything I can to get in here at sea with an enemy highlighted there from our strafing from our airplanes. And there's another assist for my first boat. bringing me up to 4 kills and 3 assists and a capture. Not a bad start. And I'm about to reach the C point here to take it for our team, and another assist for my first boat. So not a bad start at all. And my 40 mil AAA gunner in the back did some good work there lighting up that bomber, although he didn't actually hit it. But he was shooting at it, and I guess that's a good thing. So something like this is where I miss the torpedoes, because I've got guys shooting at me over there in the rocks, and they're not even moving. And I could line up, punch torpedoes off at him. There's a guy directly back there where I'm aiming, and there's one to the left of him a little bit as well. And those are great candidates for torpedo shots, at least in my opinion. I can reach them with the machine guns and the cannons. And now that I've watched Miles' video on how to aim in War Thunder boats, I'm a little better at changing distance and calculating the aim point and everything. But as you can see, I'm really not comfortable with the nasty boat just yet. You can see the big hits that eventually sink my nasty boat have started coming in. It's not this guy right here, but you saw one very dangerous shell went across my bow a second. You may have missed it. But it'll show up here again in a second. So I'm not quite lined up on the... wasn't quite lined up. There we go. There's the first shot coming in that hit short in the water, and a follow-up shot coming. And once he gets his distance down, this is going to be really bad. There's a hit in the pilot house, and then another one just misses, and this is the one that I'm worried about. That one took out my pilot house, and I've got no steering left. So fire my machine guns empty, trying to stop, realize I have no steering, put it into full reverse, which of course wasn't fast enough to stop, wasn't soon enough to stop the boat, but it was actually a good thing because that got me out of sight in time to do my repairs and fix the pilot house and the steering. But unfortunately, the boat did not want to switch from slow reverse to fast anytime soon, and by the time I slowly got moving forward again, he had the range again and put a shot through the back of my boat and sank it. But I at least took the C point back for our team, which is the only point we're holding. So I have had a pretty good time flying my B-34 so far in these low-tier naval battles and spading it back, well, spading it out, not back out again, but just spading it. I never did get the PB-2D, so I've got the B-34 as the Air Force equivalent, and it's been a fun little airplane to fly around in naval battles. I've got quite a few torpedo kills with the thing, although more often than not, I end up hitting myself with the torpedo explosion at the same time, which is kind of funny. So I'm trying to head back where I just was. I get an assist for the guy that I'd been hitting with my nasty boat. And I roll over and head in towards B, and it turns out to be, yeah, this is where I want to go. There's 3 enemy ships up ahead. One of them looks relatively big, so I'll try and make a torpedo run on them and then hit them with all the nose machine guns in this thing as well. And maybe even give them some tail guns as far as I survive the pass and fly past them. So get lined up. I don't have a really good torpedo run on these guys because of the rock off to my left there that was in the way. I did manage to drop off the torpedo, but it was definitely way too late. It never ever had a chance of hitting them. It was too far behind them. So unfortunately, not a lot going on with the B-34 this time. But I have had a few destroyer kills with it at least. I don't think I've run into any light cruisers yet, because I'm not at a high enough battle rating. But I also came back in my P39N0, which has a talisman on it, but not because I bought it during the anniversary sale, simply because I was gifted a talisman during the end of some random air battle a long time ago in a Wheel of Poverty crate. I just had a talisman for the P39N0. I'd barely even flown it prior to that, so I figured, well, okay, that'll be a nice way to spade out that airplane. So you can see a couple of large-ish looking boats here. One closing in on my guys, who I think are probably unawares right here down at in between A and B. There's an enemy bomber up above, so I actually pulled off to go after him for a moment. And then realized I'd probably better punch off my bazooka rockets at this ship here that's closing in on my teammates, so I decided to go for him first. Got a pretty good run on him, kill him, and unfortunately right as soon as I hit him, he managed to hit me with a counter shot, and that was unfortunately that for my P-39N0, but I did take down a ship with it, so I guess good trade. That ended up being the end of the battle. I didn't stick around and record all the rest of it because it took quite a bit longer, but got a fair bit of research. Ended up only in 4th place, so not too bad for only playing like the first half or third of the entire battle. But yeah, I'll probably play some more boats here. I may feature them a little more on the channel, not sure. I did finish off the research for my SB2U3, which was kind of funny. I just threw it at the end there. And that'll do. Hope you guys like this one. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you're enjoying or not enjoying War Thunder naval battles, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you all for stopping by, and Avast ye, me hearties. Have a good day.